Thank you, Madam General Evaluator, and thank you, Doreen, for delivering such a great demonstration for us. And as you mentioned earlier, like you really want to explain that we're not as hustle like that usually, but you made a great example on how to deal with things. So the purpose is to deal with difficult audience. So I think there are a couple of things you did particularly well. First, you have great eye contact. That's a very important thing because if you're looking at your PowerPoint, you don't know what's going on. So you pay attention to your audience so you can have quick response. You know what's going on and you can react properly. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is that normally for this, like those annoying audience or annoying behavior, it can get really annoying. And I think as a speaker, you really need to control your temper. I mean, that is reality. It's really like that because the audience can be quite hostile. But I think you did that well. You kind of show that, okay, PowerPoint, next slide, you kind of express like, okay, I really need that. But I think you deal with different personality, different situation with good temper. I think that's good thing. And the next thing I think your strategy or the trait is really great is that you have really quick response. We react really quickly, and that's why you can interact with people. When people have questions and you know, okay, this is something important I really want to respond, or this is something that's really annoying that I want to skip. So you choose your strategy well by, I mean, you have a quick response. I think that's a very important thing for dealing with difficult audience. And there's one other thing I like the most is that even in this kind of situation, you can use humor. For example, like somebody is apparently asking some annoying questions just to annoy you, and then you can use humor to kind of solve that. I think that's because when situation become hostile, and sometimes our response can be a little bit more direct, and that can make the atmosphere more intense. I think that's humor is a very good way to do it. And I have something that I think you can challenge yourself in the future. And first thing is, like, I think you can wait a little bit for people to finish their question. And there is a balance because sometimes you don't want people to talk too much, but you also don't want to interrupt them to cause more tension. So I think you can wait a little bit. And the other thing is that after you listen throughout the questions, you can give them a little bit of a compliment. For example, that's a great question. That's something I never thought about, but here's my answer. So to make that atmosphere better, I think that's a great important thing for dealing with that situation. But overall, great job. You demonstrate a very successful one. That's why you need to explain, because that shows that it's really successful. Wonderful. Back to General Evaluator.